What's up, YouTube?
Hey, what's up, YouTube?
Welcome to another episode of Creativity
Unsheathed.
I'm Oliver Siegel.
And I'm Nino.
And yes, we are brothers.
For sure.
And this is a show where we feel your imagination is key to your creativity.
So if you feel inspired, please feel free to unlock that and share it with the world.
And today, we're looking at what Morrison and Darick Robertson shared with the world.
Which is Happy.
And this was optioned at Sci-Fi and got turned into 2 seasons, I believe. You can watch it on Netflix right now and catch up. But, you know, if you ever wondered where the original material came from, you know, this is it. And, Grant Morrison's known for, you know, his JLA Rock of Ages,
Doom Patrol,
Invisibles,
Arkham Asylum,
We 3,
Kid Eternity, Animal Man,
right? Flex Patalo.
Right.
I mean, the list goes on, but I mean, that guy is a genius. I mean, in my eyes, you know, he's a genius. And then Darick Robertson coming out with, you know,
Transmetropolitan,
right? And then starting his career with Space Beaver.
right? And then he did Nightcrawler, and then Oliver, which is the Broadway adaptation into comic book form.
Yeah, and I don't know if he ever finished that because there was an interview he said he didn't able to finish, but you know, I'll double check into that.
Yeah.
But you know, today we're looking at Happy, and we're talking about, and this is a story about Nick Saxon. You know, he's a ex-cop turned hitman, and he's pretty much on the quest, if you want to say, where he gets hired to do a hit, and the hit goes wrong, and now he becomes like a MacGuffin of the story,
right.
where
because he has a password.
Right, password information of something, and now you have like the mob and
even cops
and the authorities after him. So, and while on that journey, he runs into an imaginary friend named Happy the horse.
Right.
Right. So it's like kind of that whole.
And he doesn't know if he's hallucinating or if it's real or not.
And upon meeting Happy, you know, Happy tells him that he has to locate a child killing Santa Claus, while one of the kids that he has to find his key is really close to him. Right. So he finds that out later on. So I mean, it was pretty cool, you know, when that signing that Darick Robertson did at Comic Outpost, when it was open. Sadly, it's no longer up and running. But Comic Outpost, they hosted a signing for Darick Robertson when he did The Boys, yeah. And then I guess some downtime. We overheard that he broke the news on this story.
Right.
You know, he didn't really say what the title was, but kind of gave the premise of the Happy Blue Horse.
Talking Blue Horse.
Yeah, so kind of, you know, gave off that whole Tex Avery Looney Tune vibe.
Right.
So I was up for it. I was down when he announced it. Like,
it's kind of like Dirty Harry. So here he got shot. And now he's starting to see the imaginary friend, which is Happy.
Right, and you see him right here.
Oh yeah. So I guess he had to find the right time to show him.
See, I really love Darick Robertson's work. He just adds that right amount of detail.
No, she's a cop, and she wants the password as well. So this is actually a hospital for the mob. So that's why they brought him in here instead of a regular one, just so they can torture the password out of him. But at the same time, he's seeing Happy, so he doesn't know if he's drugged out or really seeing him.
Yeah, it's like you don't know what to believe.
There it is.
What to think, and there is Happy.
Happy. Pretty cool. It's like like a punk rock My Little Pony. Like a real edgy My Little Pony.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So Happy is here. He's telling him that he needs his help to find the girl.
Right, like I mentioned, that you need it's close to him somehow. Like,
Yeah. Like, what do I have to do with this girl?
Mm-hmm.
So and only he can see Happy.
So as if like maybe that little girl, that's his imaginary friend.
Yeah. He and her can only see Happy.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like that Supernatural episode with Sparkles. Sam's imaginary friend.
Oh, right. You had an imaginary friend.
Yeah, had to solve a murder as well. Oh man. You can only imagine what happens next. It's Grant Morrison.
There he is.
That's him. That's the man.
The man behind this.
Half of the equation of this awesome comic. Happy. The last comic book he bought was Bulletproof Coffin.
I think out of all of these books, they didn't really pick up much. I picked up the first volume 1 of Hell Yeah. We got a couple of Haunts, I know that. Got the volume 3 of Elephant Man.
Don't have skull figures, yeah.
Skullcookers, I got like volume 1, yeah. But yeah, that's Happy, y'all.
Happy.
In the hardcover re-release, they added 10 pages, additional stories. So I don't know if those additional stories were added, just to kind of add the connected piece for the show, or tie up some loose ends just to make the show make sense, or maybe just
connect. Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like the show kind of stands on its own. And of course, comics, it's a whole different medium compared to what you see on TVs and movies. I mean, I don't even know if these shows are even like bringing in new readers, you know?
Right. Because sometimes, even though there are deals, like it doesn't really fall through or go long or run long,
It's like I never really asked, comic shops if they've gained new readers just from these shows.
Right.
But
because they would have them displayed, like, look now, it's a TV show or a movie.
I mean, which some do, shout out to Leaf, Mission and Comics.
Hey, Leaf.
He does really have a table set out for those shows.
Yeah, definitely. You see it, it's right there.
Shows and movies. So, I never really got to ask them if it
if it brings in customers. And it's an honest question too. It's like,
and I did see Happy on that table. So but when
it came out,
when the show came out, so it's cool. If you ever find these in the wild, in whatever bin that you find them in, do give it a good home, save it,
or grab any of their other books that we mentioned earlier in this video.
Definitely, and
support your local comic shops.
Absolutely. And we'll end this episode with a motivational quote, and for you all to go with. And this one is by Niels Crestrom. He titled it, "Life is funny. Just when you think you know exactly how it's going, some other possibility shows up and it gets even better." Yeah.
Nice.
As that states, that is real. And
kind of fits with this. This is given the situation he was in.
Mm-hmm.
Then Happy shows up, kind of helped him get out of that predicament. In the hospital, right? Like, he helped him before he was out there, so he was able to help him, like, be ready for it or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And
he got out alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we picked this quote randomly. I mean, who knew it would be so fitting? Right?
Yeah, it just fits.
But I mean, it's and try and go with that quote and see how it can apply to your life, And you know, the journey is so long and yet so wide. So you know, really take your time and really ponder on.
And no pun intended, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
and who cares who judges you? Just as long as you're happy.
Yeah, and you're doing your thing, and then you know, you do it as far as you. You know.
Yeah, and if you guys are watching this during the holiday season, Merry Christmas.
Happy, safe holidays wherever you may be.
Hope it's going to the local comic shop.
All right, y'all.
Till then,
be safe, be good, do good, say good.
Peace.